Hi everyone, it's Mo here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is the best FPL transfers for game week 20. Now, I've not made a video for a week. Yep, I've had a little breather, recharging, enjoying the Christmas period. So I hope you, your family and friends have all enjoyed Christmas, had a good time off work, and probably eaten a bit too much, I bet. Yeah, same as me. I also hope you've had some green arrows. We've had a couple of game weeks in this short period. It's a manic time for FPL, an opportunity for us to make huge gains. Honestly is. So if you've been watching the previous videos that I've done, the previous transfer videos, you would have noticed that, yeah, I've recommended some gems, some high scorers, some players have done really, really well. So I'd like to think in this video, I'm going to give you another set of players that hopefully if you bring them in, they do the business for you. Now, before we get stuck in, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, turn the notifications on, share the video, do all that good stuff. All right, makes a huge difference. Right, now, the first transfer I'm recommending, yes, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Unbelievable player. He's having a great season. Started slow, but he's picking up week by week as the season goes on. Now, let's start with the fixtures. Newcastle at home, Bournemouth away, Chelsea at home. I think they're lovely fixtures. I think Liverpool win all three games. Newcastle, in theory, should be the toughest fixture there, but they're on the ropes at the moment. Chelsea and Jacqueline Hyde and can't defend. Bournemouth, possibly the trickiest fixture. Inverted set pieces. We hit inverted a lot. I know loads of other teams do it. Loads of other players do it and whatnot. But with Trent, someone of Trent's quality, of how good they are on the ball, it just takes him to another dimension as an FPL asset. It means you can get him closer to the box at times now. Where when he was right back, it was always that delivery to the back post or through the middle to the front three. Now he can take shots himself. Adds another dimension. Honestly, does. Last 5 games, 8, 5, 9, 4, and a 12. Super consistent. He's returning like a midfielder. He's a dream of a player to own at the moment. 2 goals, 4 assists in the last 1,408 minutes. With someone his quality, I'd expect that to be even higher, and I think it will get higher. It's a matter of time before Liverpool's attack clicks. I know they've already scored the most goals in the Prem and they've got the best XG. No, they've missed so much chances. If you watched the match against Burnley yesterday, you would know what I mean. So wasteful, which means it's going to get better. Even Klopp said at the press conference after, it won't continue. The chances will soon start going in. The ratio will go up. And then players like Jota coming back who are much more clinical and ruthless, Trent will be feeding him. So, yeah, it's going to be a win-win there. They're all the positives. I'm going to give you one negative. It's the price. 8.4 million. Pretty pricey. Difficult to get to if you're not spending the Haaland money. But when you compare it to other midfielders, he's delivering at that ratio. And Haaland, in fact, not being fit. He wasn't in the squad today to Man City beat Everton. He wasn't in the squad, which makes me think he'll miss the Sheffield United game, which means you can be less scared to spend the money because there's a correlation between when possibly Haaland is fit and then Son and Salah flying out for international football, which means we could use their money to bring Haaland back. So it works out. It allows you to be able to own expensive luxury premium defender like Trent without too much stress. So that's my first recommendation. Get him in your team if you don't own him. Next, it's the pigeon himself. He was in my other videos, the first pick, and I was more than happy with that recommendation. Lords jumped on and tweeted me saying thank you. And he has to be in it again because if you don't own him, you still need to get involved. Why do you need to get involved? 6.8 million out of position player. What that means is in FPL, he's listed as a midfielder, but he's playing up front for Spurs. Attacking Spurs. He's playing up front for that price. Come on. You don't even need to say any more than that, to be honest, but I'll give you some more. 5 goals, 3 assists in 766 minutes, which is a good return considering at the start of the season he was playing unfit. He wasn't fully there. I mean, the coach has spoken about it. Richarlison himself has spoken about it, to be fair. Last 3 games, 8, 9, 15. Unreal. As I said, look at the price, look at them returns. Unreal. Son not available. Now, the reason that's a plus is because Son sometimes will play up front. Ange might need him depending on the team's style and the way they set up. If they play high line, potentially Son's maybe the better player at capitalizing on the through balls. But Son's not going to be there. It means uninterrupted minutes. He will own the number 9 position. So that's a big, big plus. And the fixtures. Bournemouth at home, Man United away, Brentford at home. Gorgeous fixtures. I think Spurs might not win all 3, but they're definitely going to score in all 3. And he will be involved. So definitely a good pick. Let's look at the 2 negatives I've put in. Son not being available. It's an advantage, but it's also a disadvantage. Why? Any team would suffer when you lose a world-class player. Of course you do. Opponents don't need to worry about Son. It means they can focus more on Richarlison. Richarlison must love it when Son's on the pitch because they're all busy, terrified of Son, which means it can free up space for him, so he won't have that. Another negative is he's been taken off early a couple of games. One of them, there's an explanation. It was more, they got a red card, they moved Son up top and they rejigged the midfield. They had to because they were one man down. But the other two, Ange been managing him, so it looks like a slight little injury that they're managing. I saw the press conference recently where he said that he should be fine and fit to start against the Brighton, which is good news. But before you pull the trigger, before you bring him in, go and check the latest information. It's very important. That last thing you want to do is bring a player in and you find out, oh, actually, he's not going to start the next game. You don't want that. So that's my second pick. Let's go to the third pick. Gusto. Now, rarely recommend a player like this, especially at this price point, but why? So not every signing needs to be this big, glamorous, premium player like a Haaland or KDB. No, at times you need to look after your bench, and this has come at the right time. He's perfect bench fodder. Players like Lascelles getting injured, losing their positions, or Kabore injured or playing for Luton, and then someone like him pops up. Now, we know Chelsea not having the best season. We know that. There's no disputing that. But if you're telling me I can get a player to be my second or on my bench whenever I need to use him for 4.1 million, of course I'm going to take that. It's much better than my other bet, the current bench fodder I've got at the moment. He played tonight versus Crystal Palace. They won. They conceded. Yet he got assist and got 3 bonus points. He got 8 points tonight. So imagine on a day where you couldn't use Palmer, you've got 2 injuries, so you needed him. That's perfect. That's the type of player you need to have in your squad. So when you are desperate and you need your first, second, or maybe third sub, he steps up. Fixtures, Luton away, Fulham at home, Villa away, mixed bag, but you don't have to play him for all the games. Cheap enabler, as I said, 4.1 million, unreal. 0 goals, 3 assists in 708 minutes, pretty decent. And he's very attacking fullback. So he could have got more even tonight, and I see him getting a couple of more assists here and there. James out, so in theory, once he's fully fit, I think he will own that position. I know Poch has been playing the centre back at right back at times, but they lose balance like that. Gusto will have that position under lockdown once he's fully fit. One of the negatives is 1 clean in 11 games. I mean, Chelsea can't defend, can they? My God, so you are hoping for a random clean sheet, but the assists might not be much hope and pray in there. You should pick up some of them. As I said, perfect bench fodder. And if you're trying to repair your bench, he's my candidate for you. This is the reason I put him in. I'm definitely considering him because I'm in that position. My bench, Lascelles and Kabore, 2 examples I gave you. Yes, I own both of them. Lascelles looks like, even if he is fit, Shaw and Botman are both back fit as well. So it means I've got 1 less bench player. I know it's a luxury move, but you do need to look after your bench at times. So that's my 3 picks. Now, one more pick. It's the Joker sort of differential pick, which if you're chasing, you're being aggressive in your mini leagues, there's the type of player you need. Let's have a look. The ex-Manchester City, Gabriel Jesus. Now, he's £8 million, 3 goals, 2 assists in 821 minutes. It's okay. Playing for a team like Arsenal, you'd expect better returns from your big signing, your number 9. You really would. But I know he's been injured, so we need to give him some some rest. He's been injured, so we need to give him time. He's just come back, and he looks like he's fully fit now. Last 4 games is a 2, 9, 2, 11, 50% return ratio in them 4 games, pretty decent. Playing for Arsenal, as I said, top team, Premier League challengers. If you can get a striker, that's a differential from the potential champions. Yeah, you take that. Fixtures, Fulham away, Crystal Palace at home, Nottingham Forest away. Gorgeous fixtures. I see Arsenal winning all 3 games. Surely he's in the heart of everything. One of the downfalls, I looked quickly today, the high scorer, Arsenal's only got 6 goals. Then maybe Arsenal are not as attacking as they were the last couple of seasons under Arteta. Looks like he's gone back to making sure the defense is immaculate. They don't give you no charity. They're solid. And then the attack is almost the afterthought, where Klopp and maybe Ange, as soon as the whistle blows, you just go and try and score goals. Looks like Arteta's not. He's definitely more of the Pep. Like, make sure you don't concede, and then if we can score after that, which does hinder an attacker, of course it would. But I still like him, as I said, as a differential pick. If you're chasing and you're fed up of if you own Isaac, Watkins, or Nunes, and you want something different, this is the perfect player for me. And I'm definitely considering him because I need to make them gains in the mini leagues and chase overall rank. So that's my game week 20 transfers I'm recommending. What do you think? Good? Bad? Nah, don't fancy any of them? Get in the comments and let me know. In fact, let me know what is your transfer for this game week, and is it someone not in my list? I'm always intrigued to know what other FPL managers are doing. So get in the comments, 100% I'll always reply. Now, before you jump off to your next video, do me a favor, like, subscribe, share the video, do all that good stuff. Let's see if I can reach 300 subscribers. That would be incredible. Can only do that with your help. So your goodwill means a lot to me. Now, on that note, I'm going to wish you good luck and see you on my next video.